The Big Show with Night and Day. Pick up a Night and Day Milk Bar card and get your 6th shake for free.
Don't fight it. It's time to go off a size. This is the biggest.
This is the biggest.
Our biggest show.
The Hodaki Big Show. With Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this Monday afternoon. It's the 18th of March, 2024, and you, my friends, are listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night and Day. And Mogi is Stallion. I know you had a big weekend. You were talking about it in the podcast. And you're feeling a bit tired and whatever have you, but God, you look good, man. You look, despite the tiredness and all the stuff going on, you look hot as, man.
Cheers, you mad dog, you sick son of a bee and whatever have you.
Jeez. Dusty.
Good stuff, mate.
But looking good, though.
How good. Pretty pumped about another week, man. Good to know winter's here as well. Good stuff.
Yeah, it is good stuff. Keyzie, massive weekend for you, my friend. We'll be talking about that a little bit later on in the show. How did you wash up this afternoon?
I mean, today's okay. Yesterday was appalling.
Yes.
Saturday was appalling.
Yes.
So a bit of a, not really a weekend to write home about.
Right, okay.
In terms of, yeah.
Hey, but, a cricketing triumph, though.
Yes.
And did your mum's breakfast on Saturday morning revive you a little bit? Because I know you really pushed the boat out on Friday night.
I did push the boat out Friday night. I didn't realise there'd be that many videos of it on Soshmed, which is good. Went round to the parents' house. Yes, it helped fix things, but then we went to the boat club and then made things a lot worse in the evening. So,
yeah.
You know how it is.
Yeah. I'm feeling great, fellas.
How are you, Jay? Oh,
Good
sorry.
on you, man.
Actually, I'll be honest with you, I'm feeling a bit fatigued today, but I never let that get in the way of a good show.
Oh, good on you.
I was just working all weekend. It was hardcore stuff and doing stuff around the house, building their Mogi.
Oh, yeah.
And, of course, we were coming back from Tauranga, which we'll get into a little bit shortly. But let's get into some tunes, shall we? Don't forget to text us 3483. Let us know what you're wearing or where you're listening to the show. Or give us a call on 0800 Hodaki. Or send us a talkback on the iHeartRadio app.
Yeah.
Why don't you?
Everyone that does that in the draw for a $50 night and day voucher, we've got stacks of them, so
Good
get
stuff,
involved.
mate. Here's a bit of Metallica.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Yes, indeed, you too, and BB King there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Monday afternoon. The time is 13 minutes past 4. As you'll be aware of, the Big Show was down in beautiful Tauranga over the weekend, Friday specifically. And as a consequence of that, we came back on the Saturday. We're all a little bit tired today, aren't we, fellas?
Yeah, and I got hammered on Saturday.
Oh, you got hammered on Saturday, and you got hammered on Friday and Saturday.
Responsibly.
Yeah,
of course. Tauranga was a fantastic couple of days away for all of us. We obviously had the ACC game against the Dulux Tradies 11 on the Friday.
Yes.
Did a bit of a live show from the Bay Oval there, and then I went and hosted some Hodaki listeners at a bar.
Yeah.
Worked behind the bar there, and obviously got a bit of a head of steam up responsibly, of course. Got back to the hotel, kept going for a wee bit, and then I decided to retire to bed. That was around 1 a.m, and then I was rudely awoken, in my opinion, at exactly 7:30 in the morning, which is too early, in my opinion, Jase. That's the moment I realised that you and I had rooms next to one another, and you'd brought your lovely wife down, and what I woke up to that morning was...
Oh, don't say it. Yeah, douche.
Honey, it's me. Honey, can you let me in?
Was it lovemaking?
No, it doesn't sound like any lovemaking.
That sounds like lovemaking.
Oh, no, because he was on the other side
Honey,
of the door.
it's me.
He was on the other side.
Honey, it's me.
Douche. No, that was the door he was knocking on. Yeah.
Can I just clarify, if it was lovemaking, it would be, honey, it's me.
Well, it definitely wasn't that.
Oh, honey, it's me. Yeah.
And so I was trying to figure out what had happened, and in my head I was woken in a bit of a haze, and I was like, Jase must have gone and got
Hazy
coffee.
IPA.
That's what I was tasting at the time. Jase must have gone down, got coffee, come back to the room, and then not realise that you just put the pin in and let yourself into the room and decided to wake up the entire hallway.
To be fair to that system, though, it is more difficult than just having a key card, isn't it? You've got to remember a brand new PIN number.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah, it is a bit stupid. Here's what actually happened, Mogi.
Okay.
My lovely wife and I went out to dinner after the show, had a lovely dinner, went back to the hotel room. What happened there stays between my lovely wife and I.
Oh, nothing.
Pretty much.
Oh.
Well, no, I mean, And then I showered because it'd been a long day. Came out of my little towel there. My hair up in a towel as well. So
You said you hate using soap, though. Why is it?
Oh, it just irritates my skin. I've got really sensitive skin, Mogi. Oh. And then, it's that classic situation where you got the towel around your waist and, it's just fallen off. Sorry, darling.
Oh, God, that was...
But anyway, that's by the by. So anyway, we eventually went to sleep.
Sure.
Fellas.
Sated.
Eventually. Can I just put it like that, just quietly between the three of us?
Yeah, of course.
And then at 1:30 in the morning, hey! Right outside my door.
Oh, that's annoying.
And my wife and I woke up, and it was just a group of drunken revelers yelling and screaming. And so I sat up in bed, and I was like, oh, for sake. And then I recognised the voices. A bit late there, Keyzie.
Sorry.
I recognised the voices. And lo and behold, Mogi, they were my own colleagues. I'm not going to name names, but just say that I work with them, people from the ACC and from Radio Hodaki. They then proceeded to have a party in a room right next to my room and yell and scream. But every 5 or 10 minutes, and this is a true story, a couple would come out and go, hey, man, what was the Keyzie? What was Keyzie? So that went on for an hour and a half.
That wasn't me, though.
And then I was fully awake, and eventually that all died down. It was deathly silent. And I realised the SOBs that woke me up were now sleeping the sleep of the dead because they were steamed off their heads
responsibly
and just crashed on the pillow while old Hoity J was fully rigid and awake for the rest of the morning.
Were you effing
Thanks,
and jeffing?
fellas. Oh, no, I just put a movie on, which then woke my wife up. She started effing and jeffing. Going, why are you watching a movie? It's 2:30 in the morning. I was like, because of those. And then I started effing and jeffing because she ramped me up about my teammates.
Right, okay.
So that's what actually happened.
How did you sleep, Mogi?
I was awake from 3:30. I actually got woken up by you guys as well, and then awake from 3:30. Had an absolute shocker. But, you won't hear me moaning about it.
Just shut up and get on with it. Yeah, such a backbone.
Same.
Well, hang on. No, you can't just say same.
Here's the Arctic Monkeys.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Yes, indeed. Head like a hole there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Monday afternoon. The time is 26 minutes past 4 o'clock.
Hey, fellas, just further to our little check there about beautiful Tauranga, which we call it beautiful Tauranga because it was pouring with rain and the game of cricket got rained off, didn't it?
Yes, it did in the end. Yeah,
it was
final.
windy.
But it's the first time I've ever been there when it was raining, so what a treat. And woke up the next day at 3:30 in the morning, stayed awake for the rest of the night just thinking about Hoity J and sort of all that banging that was going on my wall because I had the room next door to you, of course.
Right, yeah.
Sounded like good times for old Hoity J. And
yeah, well,
but anyway,
and anyway, then I stayed, had breakfast, and then I got on the road. I wanted to get back as soon as I could to Auckland there. It's a terrible drive. It's a boring drive. I loathe it. I loathe that drive. But I had an interesting thing happen, and that was as I was driving along there in my Tita truck, handles beautifully as well. I mean, there's no better thing to be on the road with than a Tita truck. Maybe a Toyota Aqua truck would be the only thing that would be better.
Just on that front, by the way, you gave me a lift back to the hotel after the show. What a beautiful ride it was.
The Tita?
Luxury, real head turner.
Oh, it is, mate.
You drive it on the street, man, people are turning their heads going, holy hell. And then it almost looks like they're shaking their heads, but they're just turning their heads because they love it so much.
Wow.
Anyway, I'm driving along and going about 300 k's an hour. Or maybe 100. It was closer to 100. And as I'm driving, there is a sweeping right-hand bend coming up, and there's quite a lot of traffic coming the other way.
Sure.
And I'm probably a couple of 100 metres away from this bend, and I see that there is a car that is overtaking on what is a blind corner.
Yes.
And I see it far enough away that I'm thinking, this guy, that is a horrendous error.
Yes.
But he'll be feeling pretty bad about himself around about now. So I've got enough time to slow down and sort of move over into the shoulder. And I'm still clipping along there, 70, 80 Ks or whatever. And then once he goes past, I pull out and accelerate again. Immediately behind him comes another car.
Oh, my God.
It was just the whole manoeuvre, the whole passing manoeuvre was on a completely blind corner.
Good God.
And if the car that I hadn't pulled over for, if I hadn't have pulled over for that car, it would have been a head-on absolutely 100% head-on collision. Absolutely
Wow.
unbelievable. And it was as this person went past, they were so close. I could see them so clearly that I'd be able to recognise them. You know, I'd be able to point them out of a lineup. That's how close it
Jeepers.
was.
Sure.
It was Kim.com.
What, driving?
Yeah.
Son of a bee.
So,
He had, you know, those glasses he wears
yeah.
and his backwards cap and that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
It was-
aviators?
It was him, man.
Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, I'm glad. Okay, so it's interesting that it was him. But you obviously came through unscathed. Did you have to swerve, or what did you? Did you just pull in and time?
Oh, yeah, just swerve back out again. And I managed to get my flip the bird.
Sure.
I had
As you
time,
would.
thankfully, to save my own life and tell Kim.com what I thought of him,
Right.
right in his face there. But terrifying, isn't it? People out on the road doing that sort of thing, man. All
Right.
you're thinking about is I don't know about you, Hoodie J, but trying to get home, you know, safe and well to your whānau there.
Yeah, totally.
But there's people out there that are driving, they've got milky eyes.
Yes. Tell me about it.
They don't know which way they're going. They're going
Yes.
the long way everywhere.
Yeah.
Getting effing and jeffing, driving through roadworks and that.
But
Sure.
at least the thing about those particular milky-eyed people you're talking about is they're usually not in a massive hurry to pass on a blind corner.
You normally find them going, which is
Exactly.
hunched over the steering wheel, being very careful.
Yeah, that's right.
Can I-
They're the ones holding up all that traffic, causing the passing.
That's right.
Just
Yeah.
very
And
quickly.
we are talking about Jase, by the way.
I've got a little trick I do when I'm driving on long drives. I pretend that the enemy, in inverted commas, is sending missiles towards me, the missiles being the cars going the other way. And so every time they pass me, I seriously do this. I go, "Doo-doo, you missed me. You missed me. You missed me.
serious?
You missed me. Did you? Yeah, man, that's what I do. Good times.
You are such a nut.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Here they come. Try time!
Holy cow, the Warriors.
Oh, yeah!
It's the Big Show in Brizzy for the NRL Magic Round.
Is there anyone out there?
Let's go to the phones.
Yes, indeed, as you can imagine, the phone line's going absolutely crazy. Andrew, you mad bastard, how's life?
Yeah, g'day team. Doing pretty well, thank you.
Yeah, good on you, mate. You watched the Rugby League over the weekend, did you, of course?
I did, and I was flying the Warriors flag, and hey, let's be honest, they look good. They didn't get the result that we wanted, but they look good.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
mate.
yeah.
Thank you, mate. Wise words.
I'm still very confident. Two really tough teams to start off with. I'm very confident, fellas. It may make it tough for us to reach the top four,
Stop.
but certainly top eight.
Stop
I'm
quoting
confident.
back.
Hey, Andrew, if you did win the prize, mate, who would you take with you?
I would take my old man. I'm in
good.
Hamilton, and when the Warriors played against the Tigers, I shouted him a ticket to that game. So yeah, I'd take him across the
Oh,
board.
good on
You're
you,
a massive
mate. You're a
backbone,
great mate.
Andrew. Stay on the line there, and Pugs will sort you out. Kieran, you mad bastard, how's life?
Yeah, good, mate.
Oh, yeah, good
Yeah.
on you, digger. What do you do for a crust, Kieran?
Oh, I work for a transport refrigeration.
You sound like a drug dealer, man. That was such a massive hesitation on your part. I
Yeah,
transport drugs across the country.
Refrigeration stuff. What did you think of the match over the weekend, Kieran?
What was that? Sorry.
What did
What
you
I
think?
bring?
What did you think of the match over the weekend?
Oh, I cried. I nearly cried.
Yeah, that's the kind of passion we want over there in Brizzy. Karen, so you're in the draw, mate.
Awesome. Thank you so much, lads. I love your work.
Oh,
on you,
thanks,
mate.
mate. Love you too.
Brent, you mad bastard. How's life?
Oh, life's awesome, guys. Been up at Birkenhead Wharf with my old man up from Christchurch fishing today. Life couldn't be better.
Yeah, how many did you catch, brother? How many did you catch?
Oh, a few smallies, mate. Had to throw them back, unfortunately. You know, got to do the legal right thing, eh?
Good
Yeah,
on you,
sure.
mate.
I always find the smallies are the best eaten.
They're delicious.
Brent, did you watch the league over the weekend, mate?
Yeah, got it, mate. The last 5 minutes, I thought the boys had it. But, I mean, hey, they played awesome, mate. I think it's a great season here.
Well,
they did.
Especially when you consider that. What's that,
Jase.
14 losses in a row against the Storm?
Well, it's actually yeah.
Oh,
It would've
15
been
now.
great if you had a better on that game.
Oh.
And they had it, mate.
I know, mate, I know. Hey, who will you take with you, Brent?
I'll take my flatmate Carl because he's one of the biggest Warriors.
Oh, that man
good on you.
bastard.
Oh, I don't know if I would
jeez,
Carl.
oh, yeah,
Carl,
yeah.
really?
Haven't they taken his passport off him, man?
No, he hasn't got a passport yet, mate.
Oh,
but
good
Oh,
on him.
right,
Yeah,
okay.
Backbone,
I'll be
backbone.
training this week to get one.
Yeah, good stuff, Brent. You're in the draw as well, mate.
Thanks, guys.
Good
on
stuff.
you, fella.
Stay on the line there. I tell you what, fellas, we'll be breaking down the game a little bit later on in the show.
Yeah, I might even do that next, if that's all good. Also, big shout out to boystrip.co.nz. If you are unaware of what this prize entails, it is absolutely magnificent. It is joining all four of us from the big show in Brizzy mid-May for the NRL Magic Round. It is 16 of the 17 teams playing all 8 games at Suncorp Stadium. And boystrip.co.nz handle your flights, your accommodation, your insurance, your transfers, and your tickets to Magic Round. If you don't want to miss out on this prize, just go to boystrip.co.nz. Guarantee yourself a spot on this trip. Otherwise, keep on calling 0800 Hodaki and get yourself in the draw.
Good stuff, Keyzie. It's going to be an absolute doozy. Let's get back to the tunes. Fat Freddy's Drop.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Bit of Jimi Hendrix for you there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Monday afternoon. The time is 9 minutes to 5 o'clock, but right now it's time for...
Time to chat footy with me, Keyzie. What are the Warriors up to?
Yes, indeed. Good times, good
So
times.
good, fellas.
What a match, what a match. So unlucky.
Did you watch it, Jase?
Yeah, man. Every last damn second of that SOB.
Sure you did, buddy. So the Warriors, all right? People that have just jumped on the bandwagon will be all like, what? I thought the Warriors were good. We're 0-2 to start the season. What's that about? We have played 2 teams who are top 4 teams. Definitely Melbourne. The Sharks, they should be top 4 when you look at them on paper. In that first game of the season, we played 20 minutes. We opened with 20 minutes of brilliant football. We then fell apart. In the second game, the first half was an absolute schmozzle. We made 7 first-half errors, which were just absolutely stupid. Drop balls, tackling the kicker after he's kicked it, blah, blah, blah. The second half was, hands down, some of the best footy I have seen the Warriors play ever. They were fantastic. They made Melbourne look like they were the frickin' Bulldogs, who are not very good, by the way. We absolutely dominated possession. We were suffocating them down in their own end, Jase. We were all over them. We were scoring razzle-dazzle tries in the corner with Dallin Watene-Zelezniak, and then a few things in the last 5 minutes did not go our way. There was a stray drop goal attempt which bounced off our back with a minute to go, which then led to one of the most spectacular finishes to an NRL game in history, meaning we lost.
Yeah,
right?
there was a massive turnaround after half-time, and obviously Webby
Jase.
gave them a real rack-up. And it's good to see that they can adapt their game, but I'd rather the situation be that they didn't need that rack-up, that they did it off their own bat. But obviously a big turnaround that second half, Moogie.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we were all over. Would you say we were all over them like a rash, Keyzie?
In the second half, sure. All over them like one of Jace's skin rashes.
Like
yeah.
Dobie's
that's
itch.
Right. Like
Yeah.
Dobie's itch. Yeah. Well, look, it's a heartbreaker, but you take solace from the fact that it did take one of the greatest tries ever to beat us. And if that's what's going to happen, there's not a hell of a lot you can do
Absolutely
to
not.
defend that. And so I don't feel bad. I think... traditionally, if the Warriors were down 18-6 at halftime against Melbourne in Melbourne, you could expect a blowout by 30 or 40 points. The fact that they fought back to be in the lead like that is a positive for me. Obviously, absolute ball breaker, shocker, sucked, but could have been worse.
Could have been worse.
It's a different team.
And also, we could have won easily. We had a try disallowed, which Marcelo Montoya scored. Jerome Hughes somehow held him up. I think it was BS. That should have been a try. We played terribly for the first 40 minutes, but somehow only just lost in the last minute.
I'll just stop you there, Keyzie. I mean, it's all well and good to talk about territory, da-da-da-da-da. Who's your yummy boy of the week?
Well, can I just finish quickly talking
yummy
about...
Yummy boy time. It's yummy boy.
Oh,
Feed me some yummy. No yummy boy?
Oh, here it is here. Fine, I'll do it for you.
Keyzie's Yummy Boy of the Week.
Yummy.
Can I have 2?
Sure.
No, Keyzie has got a thirst for yummy boys.
2 yummy boys at once.
There's nothing like 2 yummy boys at once.
First yummy boy, Rocco Berry.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
no longer just a placeholder in the back line. He is the real deal. He's also super yummy. Second yummy boy, Rodza Tuivasa-Sheck, who is officially back, baby. He was excellent.
Yeah, he was so good, really solid.
He was so solid. Make sure you do watch the Warriors taking on the Canberra Raiders this Friday, 8 o'clock, down in Christchurch. It's going to be a tough game. Chuck it on Sky Sport 9, have the ACC's commentary for that, Di Henwood. And also, if you enjoy Keyzie's Warriors chat, check out the Mad Monday podcast. Recorded it today with Mania Stewart. Went thoroughly in depth.
Great stuff, mate. Looking forward to it. I'll listen to it on the way home, actually.
Okay.
In the car there, put the old potty on. Mad Monday's one of my go-tos every Monday
Well,
evening.
it's no
Mogi.
BYC, Jase, all right?
I'm so very much looking forward to that. Hey, heaps going on after 5 o'clock, including your chance to win some power tools. And I've got another role for Keyzie, so that's bloody exciting stuff.
Oh, God.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night and Day. But right now, we've got some...
This is breaking news.
Yeah, exciting news, New Zealand. The Big Show back on the road again this week, fellas. Going down to old Hoodie Jay's hometown of Rotorua. Can't wait.
Oh, you got gas, Hoodie
No,
Jay.
it's not that.
You're bubbling up like a mud pool down there in Rotorua.
It's I had a Nicorette before, the gum there, and sometimes it does make me hiccup.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So, Rotorua, literally going to the Bay of Plenty twice within a week. We were at the Mount on Friday. This Wednesday, we're going to be heading down to Rotorua for the mountain bike extravaganza that is Crankworks.
So good.
The big festival going on there. So Wednesday night, 4 till 7, we will be doing a live big show from Brew Craft Beer Pub, which is on Eat Street.
Yeah,
in
man.
Rotorua. So come down. We're going to have plenty of Backbone t-shirts to give away and also bar tabs.
Yeah, sounds good, Keyzie. I've had a lot of people rapping about the Eat Street Mogi. I've never seen it myself, even though I'm an old school bloody Rotorua boy. I've never been to Eat Street.
No,
and
I've been.
apparently it's
they've
amazing.
Been what? Sorry, they've been rapping about it.
Yeah, rapping on about it, going, it's great. You've got to check it out.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
No, I don't
was
think
like-
I've been there before either.
'Cause-
I haven't been there and I haven't heard about rapping on.
Yes. Well, what happened was Jase walked in and I was like, yo, somebody give me a beat. And then we got a beat going. and I was,
Oh, right.
This is a story all about how Eat Street.
Yeah.
You know how it is.
It's what we used to say back in the day, Mogi.
Oh,
you know?
right.
He was rapping on blah, 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 about blah, blah, blah
Oh,
sort
I'm
of
with
thing.
you.
It's just rap as in just general chatter.
Chitter chat.
But it sounds really good. And we really want you, the punters, to be there. Otherwise, myself, Mogi, and Keyzie and Pugson are going to look bloody stupid if it's an empty bar.
Oh, my goodness. We wouldn't want that happening.
Certainly not.
Based on what happened on Friday as well at the Mount, I'll be chucking on some sort of brew craft beer pub t-shirt, getting behind the bar, giving out drinks, all sorts of shenanigans, fellas.
I'll pull a beer as well.
Pour a beer.
I'll pull a beer.
Pull a beer.
Yes.
Pull a beer.
Right.
I'm a
See,
good
that's-
puller.
So do you often go to a bar and try and pull a beer?
I used to do it all the time, Keyzie. I was a barman, so I'd pull quite a few beers. I'm a beautiful head on it.
Right, okay.
Yeah. So make sure you come and see us down at Brew Craft Beer Pub on Eat Street this Wednesday night.
4 till 7, man.
4 to 7.
So good.
Oh, tune a bit of White Stripes for you.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
The Rolling Stones here on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Monday evening. Now, for those of you unaware, I'm Keyzie's agent. He came to me a little while ago to say, Jase, can you represent me? Get me some acting work, some voice work, that type of thing. You're a man of experience in that front. And I said, yeah, sure, Keyzie. I'll take you under my wing and let you suckle on the teat of Hoodie J. And just sort of guide your young career, you know, to the heights eventually.
And how do you think it's going so far, Jase?
It's going very poorly.
Yeah.
And as I've often said, it's like pushing excrement uphill sometimes.
Yeah.
You've got a bit of a reputation, Keyzie, that I have to fight against all the time. And there's been a few scenarios where I have got you on the set and you've refused to do the work.
Right, okay.
AKA
But Jase-
the man-on-man love scene that was 40 minutes long that you refused to do.
Yeah, okay, well, that's all in the rearview mirror now, mate. But you've come to me and you said, apparently you've got me another gig. I want to know what it is so I can do it on the radio, inevitably stuff it up, and then not get the role.
Well, what I realised was that maybe filming's a bit above you at the moment. You're not ready for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you work on the radio, so I thought, well, let's get Keyzie started off with a bit of voice work.
Oh, voice work. I can do voice work. Don't you worry about that.
So I'll get Keyzie some voice work, Mogi, just to sort of break him into the system, and it's not too much of a stretch for him to voice the odd ad here and there.
Nice.
Did you get the script I sent you?
Well, I got part of it. Did you forget to include the rest of it, or?
What do you mean?
Well, I got the script, but it looked like it was just the end of the ad.
Yes.
Is that the script?
T's and C's apply.
Literally, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
T's
no.
and C's apply.
Yeah, that's your line, man. I don't think you're ready for a full script yet.
Right.
I think that's sort of pushing the barrow a little bit too hard.
Okay.
So I said, look, they actually asked if you could do the whole ad, and I said, hey, let's just start off with the T's and C's a little.
Isn't that weird, Jase?
Clipper at the, no, not really.
Like, so there's someone else's voicing the whole ad, and then at the end I come in, T's and C's apply.
And you're not going to do it like that.
Well, no,
way.
it was just me.
Yeah. Because I thought we could have a little quick run and see how you are going to do it, so that you're ready to go.
Are you ready? Do you want to do a run?
Yeah, do it.
T's and C's apply.
No, you see, once again, I don't believe that at all, Keyzie. Also, the thing you've got to remember about T's and C's is that it's very quick. So you probably got to get it in there in less than a second.
Yeah, this is often what happens when you're doing the read for an ad. It will be, usually 30 seconds, Jase, occasionally 15, very rarely a minute. But oftentimes you'll find that the T's and C's part of it is something that needs to be included by law, but they don't necessarily want to linger on it too long.
Yes.
What they're generally trying to do is pull the wool over the public's eyes. So you read out the rest of the ad, this is the best deal ever, and then very, very quickly, T's and C's apply.
Yeah, very good, Mogi.
Thank
exactly
you.
like that.
Was that good?
Yeah,
Okay.
no, that was
T's and C's apply.
And you make a really good point, because, that's not the interesting part of the ad. They want to be sold on the other stuff. T's and C's is a throwaway,
So
right?
they've brought me in just to pull the wool over the public's eyes and throw away. So, T's and C's apply.
It's so slow.
Yeah, really slow.
So you're going up at the end as well. Makes it sound good. T's and C's apply.
Yeah,
That's
see,
not
like
good.
that was really good.
Well, hang on, he just did what I did.
No, he didn't. He did it much better and faster.
But he went, okay, T's and C's apply.
Oh, well, no, you went down there.
Right, what do you want me to do?
Apply.
Straight across.
Straight across the line.
Straight across and a little inflection up at the end.
Right. Terms and conditions apply.
Oh, not terms and conditions. They're T's and C's.
Because people know
Quite
it's
clear
T's and
about
C's.
that.
Sorry, I just feel like it's easier to say
Conditions
the full...
has got too many syllables,
Right,
you see.
okay.
And this is the thing, mate. You've been hired to read the line, not to say what you think is the best idea.
You're not the writer,
yeah,
Keyzie.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Or the producer.
Mike, could you
Already we're in an argument.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? I mean, you've
It's
come
not
in here,
meant
we've
to
just
be.
asking you to read T's and C's apply, and
Look,
all of a
let's just
sudden you've
can it,
rewritten
actually.
the
No,
script.
hang on. Let me just
Fellas,
one
let's
last
just
go.
can
Let me
it.
let me have one last
Yeah.
go at it. T's and C's apply.
Oh,
For
my
God's
God.
sake.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Stereo MCs there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show, but right now it's time for Who's Got the Biggest Tool?
That's right. It's all thanks to our mates at Placemakers. The Monster Tool sale is on right now. It's back. It's bigger than ever. Head in store or jump online. Get yourself the best price on the best tools.
Good stuff, Rowan, you mad bastard. How's life?
Yeah, it's good, fellas. A bit wet in Dunedin.
Yeah, that's no good, mate. Hey, tell me, Rowan, what do you do for a crust?
I'm an educator.
Backbone. I remember Rowan from Dunedin. You love your tools, Rowan?
Yeah, I do.
Great
Yeah, love
stuff.
the tool.
All right, well, we're each going to try and convince you that we've got the biggest tool. Keyzie, do you want to start us off?
Sure thing. Hey, Rowan. So obviously the idea is one of us has got the biggest tool. I'm not going to beat around the bush. If it was who is the biggest tool, sure, go for Mike or go for Jase. But I'm telling you right now, my tool that I'm holding right now is absolutely massive.
Yeah, look, Ron, I don't need to convince you, man. I'm just going to tell you I've got the biggest tool, and you're either going to take that on board or you're not, mate. Your choice.
Yeah, and ultimately, Rowan, what it comes down to is who you believe. The reality is I've got the biggest tool, Rowan. It's a majestic piece, very head-heavy, and does everything you need. If you've got this tool,
All right, time's
you'll
up.
be a very happy man, Rowan.
All right, Rowan, who do you think's got the biggest tool?
Oh, well, I don't think Jason Hoyt has ever told a lie in his life, has he? Not on this show anyway, so I'd probably go Hoyty J.
You think Hoyty J's got the biggest tool, do you?
Is he right, Keyzie? Yay!
Just like
Yeah.
Far out, Rod. What was it that made you think it was Hoyty J?
Oh, it was that logic, I reckon.
Yeah.
He never spins a yarn that's not
he
true,
never
I
spins a
reckon.
yarn.
Yeah, thank you, Rowan.
Yeah, exactly
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Well,
So many careers.
Yeah.
Well, we've
bloody good.
been
bloody good
working
call.
on the Who's Got the Biggest Tool segment for months, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah.
People
Yeah,
are loving it.
Totally, mate. What has he won again, Keyzie?
Rowan, you have won a tool worth over $500. It's the M18 Fuel 13mm hammer drill driver. You get a battery and a charger with that as well, mate, so you're good to go.
Wicked. Thanks so much, man.
No
worries,
worries.
mate. And you keep educating those bloody kids of ours, all right? You massive backbone.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
Good on you. Stay on the line in Pakistan. Hagsan will sort you out. No worries at all.
Settle down there, fellas.
Right.
We're on the live radio there, buddy.
Tune.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Bush there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Monday evening. Coming up after 6 o'clock, of course, What's on the TV with Mike Minogue. And you've been watching a bit over the weekend, so I'm looking forward to what you've got to say on that matter, Mogi.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting stuff. I'll give you a clue. I watched a movie.
Yes.
And I'll give you another clue. I didn't like it. Okay.
Okay.
Also after 6 o'clock is What's for Tea New Zealand with me.
Don't just fart into the microphone. Do not.
Easy.
Okay, seriously, guys. It's not What's for Tea New Zealand with me. It's with me, Keyzie, and if anyone out there wants to win a $50 night and day voucher, you text through on 3483. You tell me what you're having for tea tonight and where you're from, and then you could win one.
Yeah. You got pork mince tonight, Keyzie?
You'll find out what I'm having a little later on, Jase.
Oh, I like it. What time does that happen, the What's for Tea with me, Keyzie?
On the show?
Yeah, generally speaking.
Like
about
what,
6:10,
10 past 6?
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah.
Okay. Good stuff.
Good stuff.
All that after 6 o'clock.
Oh, wait, did you mention What's on TV New Zealand? What's on TV New Zealand with old Groggy?
You're just being silly now, Keyzie.
Oh, that's a shame.
Come
It's
on.
going really well, that place.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night and Day. Incidentally, fellas, we talked about the Warriors earlier on. Did you catch any of the Super Rugby? Some good matches, actually.
I did. I watched the Hurricanes Crusaders.
Yes.
The weather, I think, dictated that it was a massive game of aerial ping pong. Kick. Pretty tense. It was a close game.
Yes. What was it, 14-10 in the end or something like that?
Yeah, it was a try in the last sort of minute or two to the Canes to steal it, but it certainly wasn't an all-time great spectacle.
No, the Crusaders 4-zip, though, eh? That's a turn up for the books.
No, 0-4.
Well, 0-4.
Yeah, which is great. As someone from the North Island, I absolutely love that. That game was on at the pub we were at on Friday night. Hazy memories of it. Couldn't tell you what happened at all.
Yeah, good.
Now, podcast, yes. A podcast outro is something we do outside of the radio show. Just a special little treat for our listeners out there. If you can't get enough of the Big Show, go and check out the podcast outro. Bit more informal, bit more relaxed, bit ruder, generally speaking.
That's right. It comes out at 7:30 each night. Little extra bonus content if the Big Show finishes and you just want some more. Here's a wee snippet of today's outro.
I did go on one camp as a parent. There was just a posse of parents that were like, no, we're fine, thank you. And so we'd be like, all right, we'd have a few beersies.
Because I've got...
Hey, get the kids up at 1 a.m. Hey, kids, let's go. Let's go and check out the river.
Go and tell your kids how much you love them, eh?
Oh, that's right, school camp chat.
You were telling us a little story there, Keyzie, of how your mother had to go on the second day of a school camp because all the other parents got kicked out for disgraceful behaviour.
Yeah, they all got way too steamed the first night, not responsibly, which I'm annoyed about. And then they had to replace them with a fresh set of parents. My mum came in, made an apple crumble that everyone really liked. I remember that. And everyone was like, oh, Keyzie, your mum makes the best crumble.
Oh, were you at the camp?
Yes, I was one of the kids.
Wow. So
I was on camp and you had to invite one of your parents along.
No, I just mean that because it's quite cold, those cabins and stuff. I just thought it might be a bit... No, anyway. Hey, now listen, coming
my
up...
asthma would flare up in the dormitory.
Maybe, a bit of hay fever. Now listen, What's for Tea New Zealand, text us 3483. Everyone that does that goes in the draw for a $50 night and day voucher.
That's right, text through on 3483. It's worth doing. Got a stack of them here to give away. And they're not going to give themselves away, you know what I mean? Jase, Mike, fellas.
Indeed.
Oh, is this Guns N' Roses?
Crack on, mate.
Tune.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Guns Roses there.
Oh.
Hey, just in case you didn't hear, by the way, we're going down to Rotorua on Wednesday.
Oh, that's right. Rotorua, that's right, for Crankworks.
Yes.
We'll be at Brew Craft Beer Pub, which is on Eat Street, 4-7 this Wednesday. Backbone shirts, bar tabs to give away.
Speaking of eating, let's get into this.
Oh, you mean this?
God.
Oh, yeah. Hey guys, text here from Steve. What's for tea, New Zealand? With me, Keyzie. Mike, you do realise that wherever I go now, people are going to make a fart noise at me, eh? That's going to be really annoying. It's like people coming up to Jase.
It wasn't me.
Sure, it
It was
wasn't.
Pug, son.
People coming up to me and what, Keyzie?
And yelling that line at you that you did with
yeah.
Nadia
Oh,
Lynn
right. Yeah,
with the
yeah.
whisk.
Yeah.
You don't want that, you know?
No.
Well, I want that thing with Jase, but not with me.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you guys having for dinner?
We're having chorizo, corn, and olive pasta.
Yum until you said olive.
Yeah, no, the
I
black
love the
olives.
olive.
Yeah, and of course your palmy cheese, your fresh basil.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds no good.
It's actually pretty good, caramelised. You have a little bit of brown sugar with your chorizo, so it's got a little bit of sweetness.
Yum.
Yeah, man, it's really good.
Bit of pepper on there, cracked pepper.
Yeah, it's cracked pepper, some lemon zest. What are you having, Keyzie?
Big Mac tacos.
Oh, right, okay.
Pork mince.
Not
the
with pork.
side of
with-
pork
no pork mince, beef mince, Big Mac tacos.
Look, if you're not going to take this seriously, Keys, if you're going to tell us you're not having pork mince, then what's the point?
I told you
You're
last
just going
week.
to lie to us
My
about
wife
pork mince.
She's banned us from having pork mince because of you guys always bringing up pork mince. What are you having, Mike?
He doesn't know.
What did you have last night, Mike?
Pork mince.
No. Hey, lots of texts coming in on 3483, fellas. How about get a load of this one from the Hawke's Bay. It's from Rosa. Homemade meatball subs.
They're quite popular, aren't they? We've had a few of those over
They
the
are.
last few
That's
months.
true.
People, and I've done the
Yeah,
old
yeah.
homemade subs as well. Quite good.
Keezy, what's the third one down there, brother?
Pork mince for me.
Oh, you have pork mince tonight, Keezy. Good on you, brother.
Wife's starting to get embarrassed about it, though. Said some dude on the radio is making fun of those who use pork mince. That's from Big J.
Good on you, Big J, your backbone.
Keep eating the pork mince, man. Don't let those other guys get to you. I assume they're guys. G'day, guys. Jaden from Christchurch here. I'm having a Kiwi classic fish chips. I'm going to be running 2 hot dogs.
Oh, hot diggity.
2 dog. And I was always a hot dog boy growing up.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Hot dog boy.
No, that wasn't my nickname. It was just whenever we'd have fish and
Look
chips.
out, everyone. Here comes hot dog boy.
He's got his hot dog.
He's gripping on his dog.
Are you guys wasted
He's
or
gripping
what?
on his dog.
No, in reality, it was just a kid eating a hot dog. Old hot dog boy. What about this? Vino and raw marinated fish with cream. Good for your health.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Bit of lemon zest,
What about this?
bit of juice,
Oh.
cracked pepper.
Just finished cleaning up a sheep with fly strike, so I'm going to be having fried rice for dinner.
Yeah, it's good eating.
Yeah, good stuff. Love
I love fly strike.
it. Same.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Like when you have it yourself?
Oh, yeah. Have you never had that?
No.
Yeah.
I'm not a sheep. Anyway, fellas, that's another successful What's for Tea New Zealand with me.
Oh, is that
Keyzie.
it?
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a few other texts, but I just, you know. I'll be dishing out vouchers, don't you worry about that, mate.
Yeah. Do they sell pork mince at night?
Okay, I'm moving on. We're done.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Yes, indeed, the Black Keys there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Monday evening. Hopefully we got a bit of TV watching in and over the weekend, so let's get stuck into this, shall we?
What's on the telly with Mike Minogue.
Oh, stop.
What?
It was crap.
That was shocking. Absolutely shocking. I did watch something last night that wasn't Seinfeld.
Great.
I watched the movie Roadhouse.
Yes, with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal and who else is in it?
Is it-
Conor McGregor.
Yeah, Conor McGregor, it
But
is
with
him.
a Scottish accent.
I was watching the shorts of that last night.
Yeah, man, I watched it. So we watched it last night. We remember last week I watched 10 minutes of it. Loving it, I was. Loving
Yes.
it. Absolutely garbage.
If I could recall, you said to your wife, can I just watch one fight scene? Yeah.
That's right. Well, that's what's weird about it is there's very little fighting in a movie that's meant to be about fighting. And they take the original movie, which was great, the Patrick Swayze sort of B grade classic, and they just turn it into the most boring, drawn out, rubbish. God, it is a terrible film.
Wow.
The one sort of thing in it that is good is Conor McGregor, and I say that because he's so horrendously poor. But thoroughly enjoyed his performance.
Right.
Thoroughly, he's just an absolute lunatic. He's having the time of his life. It's available to watch, I think. What's the date today?
18th.
Maybe the 21st. It's available on Amazon Prime.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, Doug Liman, the director who's directed the Bourne movies and all of these other great films, he said that this is the best film he's ever made. He couldn't be more wrong.
Right.
It is the worst film he has ever made.
Do you think that he said that because he knows it's the worst film he's ever
He said
made?
it because he was trying to pressure Amazon into letting him have a cinematic release, which was not part of his deal. But he said this is such a great film, it deserves a cinematic release. I would
beg to differ.
I would say it shouldn't have been released at all.
Yeah, sure. You see, this is a great thing. This is the great thing about what's on the TV with Mike Minogue. I'm not going to watch that now.
Well, I don't know.
I'm not going to waste my time watching it.
My thing is, I'd quite like to get somebody else's point of view on it.
Sure, Keyzie?
Yeah, I loathed it. Actually, you young fellas should be watching
Pugs.
this. But the thing about it is, action movies now are so good, the action's so amazing, that there's a pretty high bar for it. So when you've got this director and you've got Jake Gyllenhaal and you've got Conor McGregor as the bad guy, you expect a certain standard. Whew, rough going, boy.
Yeah, because I'm actually a big fan of Jake Gyllenhaal. I
Yeah.
like him. I think he's a great actor.
Isn't it Gyllenhaal?
Yeah, I don't
Well,
know. But I
however
tell
you
you
wanna
what,
say it.
he's looking good.
Yeah, is he hot?
Yeah.
Did he take his shirt off a
Oh,
lot?
he didn't put it back on, man.
Oh, yeah.
Joking.
My wife will probably be into watching that then.
Did he iron it?
Iron it?
His T-shirt.
Nah, he didn't
Oh,
have one. He had
Steve.
a
Now-
button up.
Ah,
Listen, I'll be very quick because I was watching the series last night and I'll be buggered if I can remember what it was called. It was basically about a young couple in New York. They get married. They're both very successful. The husband's a piece of shit who has an affair. And the wife is devastated because her dad had affairs on her mum, and so she has a real thing about men having affairs.
Sure.
But she decides to agree to bring him back, and then finds out he's been having an affair for a very long time, and then decides to get into a scenario whereby she pretends she doesn't know about the affair, but she's going to knock either her or him off one way or t'other. It was actually quite good.
that's Twilight Zone.
No.
Oh,
What did you watch, Keyzie? What did you have an early night because it was a big weekend?
I managed to watch 5 games of NRL,
Right.
even though I was away for a large portion of the weekend. So yesterday was pretty much a write-off for me.
Nice.
I was just a sack of shit. So,
Yeah, great.
and I watched that on Sky.
Here's the Kooks.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Radiohead there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Monday evening. Now, listen up, everyone. The Big Show's back on the road again this week, heading to my old stomping ground, Rotorua, fellas.
That's right.
Yeah.
For the, what's it called again? It's just gone out of my mind.
Crankworks.
Competition down there. I'll be having a bit of a run down the hill myself, Mogi, on the old bike.
That's right, Crankworks. It is a mountain biking festival, and they wanted to get the Big Show down to help launch things. So this coming Wednesday, that's twice to the bay in less than a week.
Yes.
Pretty full-on times for the Big Show. But if you are in Rotorua or even Tauranga, come across. It's only an hour away. We're going to be at Brew Craft Beer Pub, which is on the beautiful Eat Street in downtown Rotorua.
Well,
there.
I'm actually a little bit excited about that because I've never been to Eat Street, even though I lived in Rotorua. It wasn't existing when I was there. So
How long has it been?
it's actually been probably about 10 years since I've been back to the old stomping ground.
Sure.
Wow.
So yeah, I'll be interested to see how it looks because I remember back in the day she was not the flashiest place when you're in the inner city there.
No.
It's a little bit rough, can I say it that way?
It used to be. But the thing about you I've noticed is you'll say something was 10 years ago when it was actually about 20.
Well, it could be 20 years.
Yeah.
Quite possibly since I've been in Rotorua. But I am. Hey, we should go to Rainbow Springs as well.
That's closed.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
it's
is it?
been filled in.
Oh.
They had a terrible outbreak of athlete's foot amongst the fish.
Yeah,
right.
remember?
Yeah, because I used. Oh, right.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that shut down, is it?
Yeah.
We should go and do a little boat cruise on Lake Rotorua.
Oh,
Because
that's
that's
been
beautiful
filled
out-
in. They
Yeah.
filled that in.
What,
Yeah.
they filled the lake in?
Yeah, it's a car park now.
Wow, you're joking, because that was quite big.
Yeah, yeah. But we
Oh.
could we can go to Eat Street though and do a live show for
I
free.
tell you what,
Oh,
we should
yeah.
go to Waka, where they do the mud pools and stuff.
Oh, they've filled all those in now.
Oh, they
Yeah,
fill-
yeah,
oh,
yeah,
are
yeah.
they? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it's a car park as well now.
Oh, okay, well, let's go to Eat Street then, shall
Let's
we?
go to Brew.
There's no parking down there, though.
Oh,
yeah,
right,
it's a
okay.
bastard. Brew Craft Beer Pub on Eat Street, 4 till 7. The Big Show will be there doing the show live this coming Wednesday. Grab a mate, come on down. We're going to have Backbone t-shirts on offer, bar tabs, all sorts of stuff. It's going to be a bloody riot.
Good stuff, yeah. Looking forward to it.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Well, there you go, you massive backbones. That's the Big Show done and dusted for you. Monday, we got through it. We're still alive. Good news. Mogi, I'm picking an early night for you maybe tonight.
Should be an early night tonight, brother, yeah.
A good solid sleep, so we're fighting fit for tomorrow's show.
Well, I'll go to bed early.
Yes.
I don't know about how solid the sleep will be.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean. Yeah.
Do you, though?
And actually, often when I have a really good sleep, I feel even worse.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, what are you doing tonight, Keyzie?
What are you doing? Recording my gaming podcast tonight, so big one, and then going home to have Big Mac tacos for dinner after that.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
Is there pork mince in there somewhere?
Is there pork mince in a Big Mac?
Probably.
No.
Oh.
Beef mince, and then lettuce, and then my wife figured out how to make the Big Mac sauce.
Great
and pickles,
stuff, mate.
Jase.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. What, Jase? What are you doing?
Oh, yeah.
I think just because I don't know, I haven't sort of shaken off the weekend. I might go for a bit of a run when I get home, actually. Just get the skull candies on and go for a bit of a sprint.
Good idea.
Maybe 10, 15K,
So
I
you're
don't
going
know.
to sprint 10K?
Just a short one tonight, not too fast. A bit chilly out there now, fellas.
Yeah.
Then go home, have some dinner, make love and go to bed. That's my plan. Hey, thanks for taking the time to listen to the show. Make sure you tune in, same time, same place tomorrow. Until then, what?
Greg Preble's up next.
Oh, yeah, he is.
He's got Queens of the Stone Age, Red Hot Chilies, and a bit of Blink-182 as well.
Yeah, that's so good.
Yeah, man, classic.
Till tomorrow. See you later.
Bye.